Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my Back to Beauty Know by Year. This year I'm concentrating on using my makeup and not buying any. Today's video is a very special collab to me. It is someone I've never collaborated with before, and it is also someone who has never collaborated with anyone before. Her name is Eliza Eustace, and she is about to blow up on YouTube. I just know it. Her content is deep, it is versatile, and it is so well thought out and well spoken. And I think that that's really what it's all about here on YouTube. I find her to be extremely unique, and I was immediately attracted to the vibes of this Eliza. And so today we're doing a video where we're going to talk about positive vibes only in the beauty community here on YouTube and Instagram and so on. And just for a little bit of fun while we get ready, both Eliza and I each picked 3 shades for one another to use from our Pan That palette. My Pan That palette this year, in case you don't know, is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I'm trying to make as much progress as possible and in a dream world hit pan on every shade this year. So let's go ahead and get into the get ready with me, and make sure you go check out Eliza's video as well. Alrighty, let's get ready, shall we? I have my base on and I'm gonna throw a picture up here for you showing you what I used. I'm a talker, so it's best for me to skip my base products or we would be here for an hour. So I'm not gonna be talking a whole lot about what makeup I'm using today. I will list it all below, as well as put a flat lay at the end of the video so you guys can see. But I really wanna stay focused on the talking points today because yes, while Eliza did pick 3 of the colors in my Pan That palette that I'll be using today, I really want this to be about the positive vibes here in the beauty community on YouTube and otherwise. The first topic I wanted to talk about is the beauty community and how it has affected me personally. First and foremost, in my personal life. This is kind of the biggie, really. When I started my channel, I was at a place in my life where both of my children are in school full-time. They are starting to have a lot of activities outside of school, and it just got rather lonely, to be honest, at my house during the day. And so I started contemplating it because I was watching so much YouTube at the time. I'd say I probably had been watching YouTube, like beauty YouTube, for about 6 months before I started my channel. I had this friend, and one time we were sitting at my daughter's dance studio. That's how we knew each other. Became friends. We were sitting at the dance studio, and I was looking on my phone for a black dress for my sister's wedding, which was last summer. And she was like, oh, what are you up to? Whatever. And I said, oh, well, I'm looking for a dress for my sister's wedding. And she said, oh, interesting. I can't even imagine you in a dress. And she didn't say it in any kind of like mean way or anything like that. She's one that's relatively unfiltered, but she's not mean about it or anything like that. Like, I didn't take it as a put down or anything like that. But it really surprised me because I knew exactly why she felt that way, and it was because I always showed up to the dance studio in my sweatpants and athletic wear, things like that. I had kind of fallen into that stay-at-home mom trap, if you will, that, if I'm not going anywhere special, I don't need to look special. I've struggled with my weight since my daughter was born, and, not in reference necessarily to the pregnancy, although I was praying she was a 40-pound baby coming out. But, my weight is something that I have struggled with in my adult life, and it was at that time I started helping her with her in-home business, which was a clothing business. And in exchange for my help, instead of giving me money, she gave me the option to work for free clothes. And these clothes were things that, you know, came in a plus size, which was optimal for me, and things like that. So I started wearing clothes besides athletic clothes. And it just slowly but surely started increasing my confidence to, you know, be wearing these clothes that weren't sweatpants. And so then the next sort of change that came to my life is I started wearing makeup again. And people immediately noticed. By people, I mean people at the dance studio, because let's face it, that's really the only place that I go on a regular basis besides the grocery store and the pharmacy. So it was really cool that, you know, people at dance were noticing, you know, telling me how nice I looked. So slowly that started to build my confidence. As I was watching YouTube, it started building my confidence in, you know, makeup application. So that's kind of how it all developed. And I think I've mentioned in other videos before that I don't work and have not worked for a long time because of, you know, severe back problems as well as chronic pain and an autoimmune disorder. So I never thought that I would work again. And then comes YouTube. And of course, I'm not making any money at this just yet. And it's not even the reason why I'm here. I just wanted an outlet to talk to other people about makeup. I have a lot of people in my life that do wear makeup, but it's more like occasionally or for work purposes, things like that. So fast forward to January of 2018, I started my YouTube channel, and I'm not gonna lie, I am low-key obsessed with what I do here on YouTube. I feel like I have a purpose waking up every day, and not a purpose like, I know that I was put on this earth to be a mama and to be available and encouraging and supportive of other people. I believe that's why I've been blessed to be able to stay at home because of my limitations. So I started my channel and I immediately felt like my self-worth skyrocket. I was connecting with people through YouTube and Instagram. They were paying me compliments, encouraging me in my endeavor to grow my channel. It was just an amazing, really side bonus to having a YouTube channel that everyone is so encouraging, so complimentary as I progress through my journey. If you're new to my channel, from Eliza's channel, the whole purpose of my channel is to go on a journey in beauty and learn new things and then come and share them with you insofar that it can benefit you in some way. So that's what I've been doing, and I've made so many friends. You guys know my girl Angela. We're besties. We see each other regularly, even though we don't live super close to each other. And, you know, among a ton of other people, including Eliza, especially here in like the realm of the micro influencers, as I like to call it, those of us that are not monetized yet, you know, still working out the kinks in our channels. That takes a long time to really find your niche in the beauty community. Georgia Harris, who's one of my favorite YouTubers, I will link her down below, but she once said something, and it was before I started my journey in beauty. She once said something that resonated so much with me, and that was To be successful on YouTube, you either need to be extremely controversial or extremely unique. By nature, I am not a controversial person. I just think peace, love, happiness, everybody should get along. That's very much who I am. Some might even accuse me of wearing rose-colored glasses in my daily life. I just prefer to say that I find always something good, even when it comes from something bad. But I'm never going to be controversial, so I knew I was going to have to be unique, and I work at that every day. I do some content that is similar to other people, but at the same time, I'm always striving to become more and more unique to the beauty community. But I did want to show you the 3 colors that Eliza picked out for me, and that is Jada, this turquoise matte right here, Creamsicle, which is a beautiful golden yellow matte, and then this shade right here, which is in light. We agreed that we wouldn't use more than 5 shades unless absolutely necessary, and I don't think I'll need to add more than that. And I also have no idea what I'm gonna do with this look. So next I just wanna briefly talk about how I think the beauty community here on YouTube, on Instagram, even Facebook, has helped my makeup journey, and it has helped a lot. When I was first watching YouTube, I was devouring tutorials about different application techniques, a lot of eyeshadow tutorials. But one thing I figured out right away is that I love colorful eyeshadow. And that's not always like the thing on YouTube. There's some amazing YouTubers that I'll talk about in a little while who are awesome at colorful makeup, and I will recommend one person specifically who has helped me. But in general, I find so much support. Like, even when I come on in a crazy green and gold eye look, I mean, I've worn some really colorful stuff on my channel in my day. I've done like a peacock inspired look with turquoise, blue, and purple. I've done rainbow look that, you know, was pretty wild, especially as I approach 40. So I don't know. I think it's been so cool to see it be so well received, people encouraging me to continue on with colorful eyeshadow looks. And you know, it's hard if you're not used to it or you haven't been doing it for a long time. It can be really kind of intimidating to come on camera in a super bold eye look, not knowing what people are going to think. And the trick to that is don't care. But yeah, I think the thing that has helped me the most in the beauty community in terms of my makeup journey is people encouraging me, telling me how much they love my eye looks, things like that. Also, I have gotten a lot of fabulous tips from people in the beauty community, like fabulous tips. Sometimes just admitting on camera that you don't know how to do something or you're struggling with something, like I'm struggling with creasing in my concealer right now. Feel free to give me tips in the comments. Sometimes just admitting that you're struggling can cause, you know, give a cause for encouragement, for ideas, for techniques. And I've really grown because of the people who make those suggestions, whether it's Instagram or YouTube. I get dressed every day now. I wear perfume, I wear jewelry. I'm just really enjoying all of those sort of superficial or base type things in my life right now, and I have all of you guys to thank for that. Because of your encouragement, I feel more free to be creative. So next, Eliza and I wanted to touch on some of our favorite creators here on YouTube who are very, very small, like under 10,000, I believe was the benchmark that we set. And I have like 5 for you. The first person is Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. She and I did a almost an epic fail of a collab. I mean, it was a great collab and I was so glad to get to know her. But at the same time, our collab was on the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette, and we both just had so much trouble and really strongly disliked the palette. Annette, first of all, she does amazing, like super fantastic, colorful eyeshadow. She is unapologetically candid in her reviews. She does a ton of eyeshadow palette reviews. And then the next person is actually very, very new to YouTube, just like Eliza, and her name is Prue LaRue. Her name is Prue, but her channel name is Prue LaRue. And I love her. She is so funny. I believe she's Australian, so she's got that killer accent. And then she's just funny. She's just entertaining as all get out. I'm gonna link below with her channel. She did a Beautylish, like whatever the mystery box thing is called. And she was so funny. Her reaction to getting some really high-end makeup was awesome. It was just absolutely comical, and she's like that in every video. Just her personality makes me smile. You know, no word of a lie. She recently collabed with Annette. That's how I found her. But I'm now subscribed to her channel. I love her content. She does kind of a little bit of everything, unboxings. She recently did an all Flower Beauty brand review, which I don't know about you guys, but I love brand reviews. So the next person I have mentioned very recently, also in my Shop My Stash Get Ready With Me, when I talked about other people who I like to watch shop their stash, and that is Love Heatherette. One of my favorite things about her is her organizational skills. She is so organized when it comes to like rotating her products, like seasonal project pans she does, and it's really fun because she doesn't just pick products that she wants to move out. She also takes into consideration the seasons, and she'll pick products and colors and things like that that are actually very appropriate for whatever season that you know we're in. So I love that. Love her project pans. One of my favorite series on her channel is her palette of the month series. Every month she picks one palette and she uses it that month. She creates as many looks as she can, and then she comes back with the most thorough review I have probably ever seen, to be honest. She's just so good at it. She'll give you a shade by shade analysis. She shows you the look. You know, she does like daily check-ins where she shows the look that she created that day, and you know, that kind of thing, and the lip that she paired with it, which I love that aspect. Next is definitely someone I would consider a friend. We have collabed together once, and we actually have quite a bit of in common according to the YouTube world, because we are both currently panning, Jacqueline here, and we're both currently on a no-buy for the entire year of 2019. I love seeing her work through her collection and things like that. So what are we thinking? I feel like I keep adding turquoise and keep adding turquoise. 'Tis what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and use the last shade that Eliza picked for me all over the lid. I'm hoping that will tone things down a wee bit. So yeah, Rachel does project pans. She's done tutorials. If you like Pan That Palette videos, you must go check out her Pan That Palette series with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, because she is the one that encouraged me, not by telling me, but I felt encouraged to pan this palette because of her. And then the last person that I wanted to talk about in terms of creators under 10K that I love is Sarah Hubler. If you like being nosy in people's large makeup collection, they're not Alex 9 drawers, things like that, like I do, Sarah Hubler is the girl for you. I think one of the biggest reasons why she has so much makeup is every season she hauls a bunch of stuff from the drugstore. She calls it like a drugstore roundup for spring, or you know, things like that. So if you love declutters, oh man, Sarah Hubler, hers are amazing to watch. She does such a beautiful job. She has like this fantastic like camera looking down flat lay. She swatches everything for you as she's sort of processing and things like that. Also, the other thing that I think is really cool and unique about her channel is that she obviously travels a lot for her job, and she has a lot of Korean makeup, or makeup from other countries, and it's so fun to see it, like what the differences are versus, you know, what we see here in the US. So I really do enjoy that aspect of her channel as well. In conclusion, to the people that I love here on YouTube that are under 10K, I hope you will go check them out. Whether you're a content creator or not, I think what the beauty community needs more of is supporting small YouTubers. I think that's really important. I think we can all get lost in the vast expanse of the YouTube world, and there's some really good people out there who just haven't been discovered yet, myself included. No, so I think it's just really important, and I think having a community of people, of smaller creators, is really a beautiful thing. So the next topic that we thought would be interesting is how, if it has or if it hasn't, how our low buy, no buy situation has or has not affected what we consume on YouTube. So hopefully I don't get too ranty on this one, because I do feel I have quite a different view of my no buy, low buy situation. So for me, has my consumption of content changed? Yes and no. I'm not at this point the no buyer that doesn't watch hauls or that has uninstalled Sephora and Ulta apps from my phone. Oh, brow bone, I totally forgot about that. Not that we have to, but I want one. So that's not how I'm currently doing my no buy, by, you know, unsubscribing to everything and whatever. I think if that's what you need to do for your low buy, no buy situation, then that is exactly what you should do. But for me, Hannah Louise Poston, who of course is a lot of people's inspiration, including mine, for low buys and no buys, So Hannah Louise Poston made a point, some point in her no buy year, where she talked about temptation and how it can be good for your no buy situation. And it really resonated with me. She's talking about it being good for a no buy situation because you need to be tempted in order to get the full experience of a no buy situation. Meaning, if you completely cut yourself off from the makeup world during your low buy or no buy, which, like I said, if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. But if you completely cut yourself off and never give yourself the temptation of actually being able to purchase something or choose to not break your no buy, you're not getting the full no buy experience. And some of you I know are going to disagree with me down in the comments, and I'm more than happy to have that conversation with you. Just please be respectful to everyone down in the comments. And I agree with that. If you're not being tempted, how do you know that you're cured, so to speak, of your shopping addiction, which is why a lot of us are doing a no buy or a low buy. And I just 100% agree with that. I am trying to break certain behaviors, which I've talked about in my no buy check-ins, and I can link that playlist down below. But again, you know, this is a long way to say, if you're not tempted, how do you know if you will be able to handle, you know, not going crazy and get back to your old shopping behaviors after your no buy is over? It's my story, I'm sticking to it, and I respect your opinion as well. So I do still consume some hauls, and really honestly the only hauls that I watch, unless it's like a friend here on YouTube, the only hauls I watch are from Tara Babies. And the reason that is, and again, she'll be linked below in case you want to check her out, but the reason I feel that way is that when she hauls things, and she does haul things every single Saturday, when she hauls things, all she's doing is giving us the information, not even the price necessarily, but she's giving us the information, and she's swatching it, and that's it. She's not saying, oh my God, you need this or whatever. She'll say, I'm really enjoying this so far, things like that, which is fine with me. She's not telling me I need to run out and go buy this thing. She's just telling me about it. So I do really enjoy watching her, and I do watch her hauls pretty much every week, and I find it to be more like a sort of beauty news situation more than anything, where I'm getting to not only get basic information on, but also see new products that are out on the market, and, you know, just in a really informative way. But like I said, otherwise I don't tend to watch a lot of hauls, and that's not anything new. That's the same. I never watched a lot of hauls, like I said, unless it was a friend or Tara Babies, and, you know, it continues to be the same way. So the one thing though that has changed is I am more and more interested in watching other people's no buy content. I think it's always helpful to hear somebody else's information, like what they're going through, how their thought process works, because it can be helpful to my own no buy. Maybe I didn't think of something in that way before, and I am now, so I actually find that to be helpful. So what do we think of the eye look? And now we're gonna do lips, if I can find them. All right, I'm gonna apply my lip stuff real quick. This is the Janta Blue lip liner in Brown Sugar. And then this little baby right here is the Pillow Talk lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. I got that for my birthday from Angela. She knows I'm not allowed to pick up point perks with my no-buy year. And so she picked it up for me, and I actually did the same thing for her. So we both have it now. Funny thing I learned about the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, I think I made a comment, yeah, during 31 days of lipstick. Slow down, Kyra. During 31 days of lipstick over on my Instagram with my girl Angela, I, did a little mini review on the day that I wore this, and I compared it to Tom Ford's lipstick formula. I feel like they're very similar, and somebody commented and told me that's because Charlotte Tilbury worked for Tom Ford before she had her own brand. So I thought that was really interesting. A little trivia for you. Ta-da! So this is the final look, finally. I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with us, featuring some positive vibes only. I hope this was a positive experience for you, learning about the things and how my brain works about the beauty community here on YouTube. There's always drama in the beauty community, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, or real life, but know that there are a lot of us out here, especially smaller creators, who are putting out positive vibes only. This was something I noticed about Eliza immediately, and that's why I felt so connected to her. I always try to give positive vibes on my channel, and I only receive positive vibes from her channel, even when she's talking about the tough stuff. So if you are not subscribed to Eliza, I'm gonna wait right here for you while you go do that. No, just kidding. Go check out Eliza's video. Please subscribe while you're there. This girl is going to explode at any moment based on the quality and depth of her content. We're all going to be able to say that we once knew her when. I think her and I will be friends for a long time to come, and I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon.